Hey guys, it is video 450, and that means it's time for another collection video. As you can see, the game closet has been done over, and not as much room in there to record, so I'm going to do it at this table this time, and it kind of works out better. It's a little bit easier to display things from this table. And it's funny, Duck just did a collection update the other day, and many of the purchases on this list were heavily inspired by Duck. It's kind of a weird coincidence, but hey, that's the way it works. And let's start, because I don't have a lot of time to do all these. First up, Da Blob. This is one of the ones Duck had mentioned in one of his own collection videos, and I went out and got it, and I was not disappointed. Very fun platforming, coloring, action. I would recommend it for those of you looking to pick up a new Wii game, although it's not really new. But if you're looking to pick up one to add to your Wii collection, I'd suggest that one. Next up, Cruisin'. I was a big fan of the Cruisin' series when I was a kid. I loved Cruisin' USA, and I was pretty happy that they made another one on the Wii. I know there were, I have Cruisin' the World, and I played some of the arcade. I think it was Cruisin' Exotica, which I didn't really care for that much, but I was actually very disappointed with this. The controls are so bad, and the graphics are horrible, and the cars are not interesting. It just did not do it for me. I think it was a huge step down. I think the N64 versions beat it, hands down. Dragon Ball Z, Budokai Tenkaichi 3. I was really into buying Dragon Ball Z games for a while, and this one is pretty good. I think from what I remember, the Wi-Fi connection battles were really slow, but overall, solid game. I would recommend having your friend over to play it rather than playing it wirelessly. House of the Dead Overkill. I got this because of Duck. It is very fun. I definitely would recommend having someone over to play it with. It definitely makes it much more fun to play, and there's no Wi-Fi as far as I know, so you can't play it online with anybody else. But it is definitely a good game. Very funny. Next up, I bought a few of these games it had been a while since I bought any games. It was like sometime last year, I think, when I got a few of these at the same time. I was desperate for some new Wii games. I only had a few, I think, at the time, so I got a few really budget titles, and this is one of them, and this was used, obviously. I was actually very disappointed with this. I do like King of Fighters, but maybe it's just my copy of the game, but it says you can use the classic controller, but for some reason it would only work on the menu screen. When I actually had to go into actual fighting, I had to use the Wiimote and use it sideways, and it really did not translate well into the fighting games. But it could just be my copy. Anyway, next up, Klonoa. I watched Scottish Duck's Let's Play. I remember he was telling me to get this, and I did. And again, this was very true to the original, and I really enjoyed it. And a very fun game. Again, another one I would recommend for anybody that likes platformers and that's looking to increase the number of Wii games and likes just quality games in general. Next up, Zelda Twilight Princess. I really enjoyed this. Sad thing is I haven't quite finished it yet. I've had it for quite some time. I think it was one of the first Wii games I got, and I remember I got distracted with something else at the time, or maybe I was busy with college, but I haven't finished it. I'm right near the end of the game, too. I really need to go back and do that when I get a chance. Next up, Mad World. This game is very fun. Who doesn't love dismembering people in hilarious ways? It feels a lot like, is it No More Heroes? And I think that was a big draw for me, but overall it was very fun. I don't think I quite like the quick time events to beat the bosses, only because I like actually having to work to beat them and not just go through a series of button pressing. But overall, very, very good game. Mario Kart Wii. This was very fun too. I think I still prefer Mario Kart 64, but this was very fun, and I have played this with my friends via Wi-Fi, and it's always fun playing with them, and it is not fun getting spammed to death by blue shells. Muramasa, the Demon Blade. I think another game I got because of Duck. I should just call this the Duck Collection, although there's many games from other stuff that I got because of him. This was very good. Platforming, hacking and slashing, multiple weapons, multiple endings, lots and lots of content. I think it was a very fun game, and I've pretty much 100%ed this thing. It was that good. New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Again, I think this was very good. It was great to see all the references to the old Mario games combined together, and it was very good. My only complaint is they didn't make it so you can play it online. You know, it really would have made it better to be able to play with, you know, multiple people. You know, not everyone's going to have a copy of this that lives around you, or not everyone. You cannot always get like 4 people over your house at the same time that want to play it. So it probably would have been a wise idea. I know it would have been better, but overall it's very good. Let's see. No More Heroes. I loved this game so much. I beat it so many times, and it was very satisfying. Such a great game. I love decapitating people and just watching money and blood squirt out of their neck. And then there's No More Heroes 2, which I made that one video of this. It's hard for me to say if it's as good as the original or not. It's so close. My only complaint is there are a few levels that pretty much just are non-existent. They're just boss fights, which I like the boss fights, but at times I guess I felt a little rushed, but it was still really good. Next up, this is one of the other ones I grabbed in that little budget grab I did that day. Pokemon Battle Revolution. I like Pokemon, although I'm not a big fan of it like a lot of people are. I mean, like I said, I enjoy the games. I'm not like crazy obsessed with it, but I'll play them. And I got this, you know, it was alright. Again, I just was desperate for games. And I don't remember how much I spent on this. I'm certain it wasn't full price. Maybe I ripped the sticker off. It was still pretty good, though. Gotta hurry, I'm running out of time. Super Mario Galaxy. So good. The music, the gameplay, level design, it was just amazing. I loved this game, and I'm glad the second one's out, or it's coming out in like a day or two. I don't quite remember, but it's very soon. And I have to get it once I get a job, once I have the money to buy it. Super Paper Mario. It's the first Paper Mario game I've played, although now I own the one on the GameCube, and I have to play that. I enjoyed this. It's sad, though, that, you know, it's like the, that Mega Man RPG that they came out with. What was it? Command Mission. There's so many characters that are going to be, that have been introduced that you'll never see again, will never get mentioned. So, Count Bleck, this was your one time to shine, and you'll never hear about him again. Super Smash Bros. Brawl. This game was really fun, too. I think I prefer Melee over this one. I don't know why, although it's not to say this isn't good, because it is. It's so much fun. And of course, I played this to death with the Wi-Fi connection. Very good game. And stuffs. And lastly, before I run out of time, Tatsunoko vs. Capcom. You've seen me and Duck play this. Awesome game. Loved it. You've already heard me talk about it, so yeah. And that's it, guys. That's my Wii collection, and I'm pretty much out of time now, so see you guys in the next video. Hopefully the next 50 won't take as long to make. So, hope you enjoyed it. See you later.